All right, so what I'm going to do is just give you a really quick overview of your setup for this experiment. So this is the first experiment in the class. This is the one that everyone will do exactly the same. The following two experiments you will design either as a modification of this or something very different. You could use different species of plant. You could set it up different. Your end result could be the overall growth of them. So this is a germination experiment just to see how many of the seeds actually germinate, so the young plants actually come out of the seed. You can get all the materials yourself, right? Or you can get one of these kits. Okay. So at the school, I have a little kit. So just the basics of what you need for the experiment. It's a little bit of soil. There's way more than you need in it. There are seeds. These are the peas. And you can just buy those on your own. And there are 12 little Ziploc bags. Let's see the match up here with each of these. So you'll need 12 of those. And then I just put a little cup in here for measuring out some water. So you could just use, I'm trying to give the volumes in teaspoon, milliliters, ounces. So whatever you have at home, you could just use to measure that, okay? So what you'll essentially do is set up all the bags just like they are in the instructions. So some of the bags will have a little piece of paper towel in them like this one here says towel, for example. Some of the bags will have soil in them like this. Some of them will have soil plus water and so forth. Right now, what you're going to have are 4 technically different treatments. Okay, so you have soil plus water, soil plus water, soil plus water. So, and there's going to be then 3 of each treatment. So essentially, you'll have 3 bags. Those 3 bags will contain soil. And then you're also going to add water, and in the instructions I give you the specific amount of water. So it's just a set amount. Make sure you measure it exactly the same in each one, otherwise that'll be a factor that contributes to the difference. Okay. Then you'll have towels. Okay. So you'll have a little piece of a paper towel that you tear up. Make sure they're about the same size in all of them. You'll have some that have the towel plus water. You can see that. There are 3 of those. Then you'll have ones that are just a plain paper towel. No water goes into it. Okay, so like this one, it's just a towel that'll stay dry. It'll have no water. And then your 4th one, your final one, will be soil, but no water is added to the soil. It's just the soil from the container, and that's it. So it's the soil. Now, every single bag, every one of them, will receive 3 seeds. So you would have 3 peas. Okay. And they go into every single bag. So every single one, all 12, get 3 seeds. So you put the seeds in the bag. This, if you can, spread them apart a little bit so they're just not interfering with each other. That's good. And then what you'll be doing is taping your bags up to a window. So if you pretend this whiteboard is a window, and it's a massive window. If you don't have a window in your house, the south facing that is big enough to do this, you'll just have to kind of modify a little bit, but try and keep them all on the same side of the house. Also, you'll notice that I did this. I circle them with colors so you can kind of see. I didn't line them all up. It's not all like soil plus water, soil plus water, soil plus water. Because depending on where you place them in the lighting, that means maybe this group gets light earlier in the day, than this one, and maybe it warms up more than this one. So there's going to be some differences potentially throughout the little grid that you have set up here. So let's say this is a towel, with some seeds in it, and you're going to essentially tape that. So you're going to have all these little bags with seeds in them hanging. And then after about 5 days, you should start to see some germination. So you probably won't see it for about 5 days. And so that's when you have a grid, and you're going to start to score them. So how many have germinated in each bag? And you're going to kind of continue to monitor this until 2 weeks pass from when you first started off. So for the 14th day, from when you initially set this up, that's when you will end doing it. And you'll have your final data, and then you'll have a separate worksheet that you'll turn in with all the calculations and some other information. Okay, so that's the basics of it. You don't have to come in to get a kit. But if you can't buy the material on your own or don't have it at home, like the Ziploc bags, or can't find peas in the store, or whatever to get, again, this is be peas that you're going to plant, not that you're going to eat necessarily. Although they might work as well, but you should get ones from a garden center, garden part of the store. That should get you set for the first experiment.